Hey, I want to remind you, those of you who fear the Lord in the day of judgment, don't be afraid to go in the woods. The woods are a great place. I mean, it's a place to hide. It's a fantastic time. And if you don't have everything you need when you go running out there, like your special little bag, I wouldn't make that thing too heavy because that thing will break your heart. If that thing's like 45 pounds or something and you're not in shape. Nah, just the basics you got to have. You need to be able to make water. You, that's really the best one is if you can make water and maybe to make fire, but you probably won't be slowing down to be making fires too much. Nevertheless, don't be afraid of the woods. And you might not have a map to go from, let's say, Florida to the Appalachian Mountains. You don't need it. You don't need a map of everything because think of it. Yeshua knows where you are on the earth. It doesn't matter where you go. If you dug a hole down to hell, he'd know where you are. If something ate you, he'd know exactly where you are. He knows even where your remains are. So you just keep praying to him and ask him to help your angel that guides you and just follow along in the woods. Don't panic because there are spirits out there that will try to scare you and make you freak out and go back. There's nothing back where you came from or you wouldn't be in the woods in the first place. Yeshua knows where you are and he knows where everything is on the earth and how to lead you to places that have stuff that you need. If you're lacking something, you're probably going to find it. I can't tell you how many tools. I've found knives on the road, like pocket knives, good stuff. All kinds of tools, man. Especially hacksaw blades. You'll probably be finding a use for a hacksaw blade before too long. And there's also houses out there that people have stocked with stuff, and they're not going to make it out of the city. And a lot of that stuff's waiting for the poor pilgrim that you are to make it out there. I wouldn't get too brazen. Make sure that the Lord gives you the green light before you go cracking a window or kicking a door down. I would be really careful moving up on a piece of property. Generally, you can find what you need, though. And he knows where you are all the time, even if you're imagining yourself to be lost because you don't have a map. And here's another problem with having a map. How do you know when you look at that piece of paper what's waiting up ahead on the route you chose? You don't know that. You have no idea where that is or why you have to walk through the swamp instead of walking down Main Street. Nah, just go in the woods, man. You have nothing else to do by the time you're actually running around in the woods. You're not going back to work ever again. So think about it. The woods are a great place. There's all kinds of stuff out there and everything on the route too.